and we're absolutely delighted to have the leader of the freestyle chess tournament, the world number one, Magnus Carlsen, here with us. Magnus, thanks very much for coming in. You must be exhausted. Today was every day is long, but that one was a tough one right there. Tell us about your immediate reactions after this game.
Yeah, I mean, the double rounds are just, I feel like, I mean, to a lesser extent yesterday, but all the 3 white games I've had, or the 2 others against Nielsen and this one, it's just brutal. It's just brutal. Like playing 2 long games, thinking for move 1 in a row it's just very, very tough. And then what often happens is that you feel sort of fresh after a break, and then when you get down to it after a couple of hours, then it's just tough. So I think first of all, I think it was an extremely interesting starting position.
Very.
We've had a few now which have seemed kind of sort of to lead to symmetry in a lot of games. And when people have tried to break the symmetry, it's been quite unfortunate. But in this one, it seemed to be there seemed to be a lot of options. First of all, there's a very weak square on b7 and b2, which helps or means that, for instance, on d4 maybe it's a mistake on move 1 because black can go e5. But it just seemed that there were many ways to kind of set up. So c3 was kind of a waiting move to start. It's useful to open up for the bishop, and depending on how he develops in the center, I'll reply. For instance, d5, I'd probably go e4, trying to exploit the fact that I have this check. How can I go? Oh, I can go back there. Then f5, I would probably go d4 just to break the symmetry, and then c6, I don't know, but at least I was going to decide later. And then, of course, e5, I thought this idea was really quite attractive. I think queen takes
first expected queen f.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, but then again, this and then castling looked so nice.
Yeah, we completely missed this long castle idea, and we were so shocked at how brutally strong it is. Did you feel that it's interesting or that it's also so strong?
I felt that I was better. But most of all, I thought it's the right way to play. And
when did you spot this bishop c5 idea? Because you also played this quiet knight bc, we anticipated.
No, I was really, that's one of the reasons why I was not capturing the pawn, that I wanted to, in different lines to take with the knight and different lines to take with the queen, and also keep this bishop c5 option open. And, I think c6 is quite normal. And then I'm not sure I like d5. Yeah, computer doesn't like it. What I've seen often in these positions is that moves like e5 and d5 are, or d4 and e4, they are a lot more weakening than you would normally think. And I think in this case, this is just more than his position can handle, kind of. And this all felt very logical.
So my next question is, obviously the first question we were asking ourselves is, how bad is b6?
Yeah, I was not so sure.
You were going to go knight d4, right?
There were a couple of different options. First one, the obvious one is to go
or knight b4.
Knight b4.
I think knight b4, just to open up for the bishop. Was what I was thinking. I wasn't sure. I thought he should probably go for this, but I didn't spend oceans of time calculating, because I was kind of playing the moves that I felt like I had to play regardless. There was an interesting option here if I take the knight and then go queen f3, and with the idea of going knight to d4, I think c5 is quite reasonable, just giving up the pawn, and then
comp.
Should be good for black. But yeah, that's what I expected for sure. Because, g6 is extremely ugly. opening up all sorts of ideas against the rook. Like I didn't even have to go knight e5, but it seemed critical.
And how frustrated you were that it looks like there should be a knockout blow and there isn't?
It was a little bit. For instance, I really was hoping to see the move king to f7 here. Then I think rook f1 is extremely strong.
Wow. And take on f6?
Take on f6 is mate, yeah. I think after rook f1 it's just...
We should just show the end there.
Let's just show that one.
It's completely game over.
Bishop d4 is mate as well, no?
It is, but knight f5, queen f.
Oh, you really showed
up. It's kind of nice, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that's completely game over. And then I figured if he has to put his king in the center like this, then I should be... so h4 and this felt extremely logical, but then I got a bit stumped here.
What was going on?
I mean, first of all, I was playing the last few moves a little bit quickly because I thought my brain is so fried that I am not going to be able to find a good solution even if I think, so let me just play quickly, put pressure on time. And spoiler alert, that actually worked out in the end. But I mean, from afar, I'd just been thinking that I can reply with b3, but then he actually, he gets to capture my bishop, and now my advantage is not big at all. I think, at least practically speaking. So, what can I say? Like, I hadn't really been calculating this well. And there's bishop f5. Apparently that's a big mistake. I'm not able to figure out why.
Yeah, well, actually, computer was saying that there is no clear refutation. Often he was relying on knight takes c5, queen c5 ideas somewhere, but it was in the bishop f4 position later.
Yeah.
We just did not want to turn on engine.
Yeah,
I mean, then we will lose the fun in this masterpiece. Yeah.
And if so g3 wins, or bishop takes e6.
Bishop e6 is bad already. Yeah, bishop e6, king e6, g3, then knight c5, queen c5, queen c7. That's the trick.
Okay, that's really
we couldn't find knight c5, queen c5. We were looking for some mating ideas which never worked.
Yeah. No, at this point I was already completely out of control. And now it's better for him?
Yeah, because he can take knight takes c5.
Yeah, but I thought... No, that's not why.
And knight d6.
Knight d6? But I thought...
Queen takes c5, knight f5, and then e3 was the...
Yeah, this was the idea.
But then already black is kind of doing fine.
Oh, I thought I was still fighting for an advantage.
Okay.
But of course, things are not nearly as good as they once were.
Of course.
But this was very logical. Which I missed it from afar, but at this point I didn't really see what else to do.
This is also our analysis with Lawrence. We also played king c6 and we reached this position, and we felt like allowing queen takes a2 is kind of risky for white.
Yeah.
How did you manage to yourself?
I thought at that point, I was relieved. I thought it was just I felt intuitively that I can never lose because my queen is too strong, and I always have these little tricks. So I was in the mindset of I'm not losing this, so it's all good.
And then you played this d4, and then we realized that wait a second, actually black needs to be super careful how to make it.
Apparently, this is a mistake as well. Could I have gone
No, the computer, anyway, this bishop d5 leads to the same position.
It leads to the same
computer
position.
It just doesn't. No, of course, this is correct.
This is
correct.
So I actually mentioned this to him after the game that I was expecting this in queen e2, and now I have to force a draw.
Wow, there was this option.
Yeah, but he was playing for a win. This is the thing.
Yeah. It's Parham.
It's Parham. I mean, I do get it to some extent, but it seemed that...
but then that's why for computer, if you start with bishop d5, then probably there is no queen e6. Could that be a difference?
Because then
that is a difference.
And
then
maybe
to go
something
for
is protected. Let me let's check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bishop d5,
Okay.
queen d5,
Queen d5, queen of 6, queen e6, queen 6 h8, queen takes e2.
But good luck, yeah, figuring this out. Oh my God.
You take it black here every day of the week, don't you?
Nah, I feel as though there should be some way to be kind of safe for white. Like this, queen d8, king c6, maybe king b1 here, and then if knight d2, rook d2, queen f1, there's...
Oh, wow. Like,
yeah. I mean...
yeah, you are safe.
Yeah.
But now you can, I'm very happy that you are looking. This was the game, you know, the evil bar was jumping.
Yeah.
And we never understood anything.
No. It was this.
That was the
this kind of chess, especially on the second day of, I was briefly considering whether I can play for a win like this.
Yes, we talked about it.
Because I thought I'm not actually worse.
I told Lawrence that this is Magnus style, bishop f5. We will not allow queen takes a2.
Yeah. Like, I thought I'm not worse, but then I was struggling to see how I'll really be better either. So I just...
And you have foreseen d4,
yeah,
right?
I'd seen d4, but I mean, he played this so quickly that was a bit of a surprise to me. But yeah, it was as simple as he thinks he's playing for a win. And yeah, king c5, here he needed to kind of be prudent, yeah.
But it's so counterintuitive, no?
It is, but it's not counterintuitive if you're not playing for a win, right? I would say. Also, I don't know what's even the.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if,
because with queen on g6, computer said you can just play h6 and you are winning. But
no, I'm assuming I can. I just want to know how this knight d4 this loses. King c1 is the only move. Oops.
Yeah, you walk.
Oh yeah. Now I'm actually now I'm actually queening. Yeah. And yeah, just h7.
But wow, yeah, queen on b1.
Yeah. No, but this was okay. But what we were looking at as a king c8. So h6. So where's actually the draw? Maybe knight a1 is the draw. Yeah. Yeah. This is it.
And you cannot.
I cannot escape because of knight e4
and knight c2.
Knight c2. No, this I saw this. I saw this motif.
What a game!
But okay, no. Wait a sec. It's not over. King c1. And now is there knight e4? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And now I have to take.
You are really in the position.
Yeah. Now I have to take it for pressure.
Wonderful.
And this, like, if his king is say on c5, then I'm generally getting over here with the king.
Yeah.
Okay, so queen c5, and then I mean it's nice to be able to protect against mate, threaten mate, and create a super dangerous pass pawn at the same time. So king, yeah. So I mean the actual game he tried to make king b5. Before he lost on time.
Yes, king b5 was the last
move
that appeared on the board. It was a losing move according to computer. What was he saying after the game?
Well, he was looking at either king b5 or king c5. I mean, he was still in the mode of trying to win, which is kind of crazy.
Because I told Lawrence that I think that once Parham will know the evaluation that he's actually completely lost here after king b5, it will help him to over the loss.
No, for sure. I'm just curious if h6 wins here. It kind of does. The thing is, like, if he's playing for a win, like, I can just go king b1, and he has nothing better than perpetual.
But so what happens after h6? The same motifs like
h6 is
knight
not
a1. What is the difference?
It's not the best move, apparently. Should I just make some, like, calm move? No. This I actually saw. I saw queen d6. Yeah. I actually even showed this to him after
And
the
king
game.
e4.
King e4,
Wow.
queen takes e2, king takes f4, and the king escapes.
Oof.
Yeah, this I actually saw.
Brilliant.
This I actually saw. Like, I would have had to, like, recalculate this, but this one I actually had control.
And this is just winning, is it?
Yeah, this is just winning. It's
Okay.
The knight is trapped also.
yeah, the knight is trapped, and there's no
queen F2
perpetual.
yeah, it's the
Queen
only
f2, queen f2,
King e4.
and yeah, he either. Like, I have too many pawns.
And queen c6 b4 is a checkmate idea. If the knight moves.
So he actually he loses the knight straight up. So yeah, I mean, if it's any consolation, then king b5 was a losing blunder.
Yeah.
I mean, the logical move, I guess, is king c5. But now, since the knight doesn't have the c5 square, this is important. Now I can just push knight d4, and then I go here, and there's no knight e4 because of queen
You
takes
can't
e4 and knight
Yes.
c3. This square is not available.
So that's why he had to go back to c7.
Yeah. And if here, it's kind of unfair, but the king is just very happy now.
What a game.
Yeah, that was different.
That was very different.
That was insane. Yeah. Amazing. We had so much fun commenting on it, and it really never happened before in my life that there is the evil bar and we are thinking and we are unable to come up with any solution.
Well, maybe just a few words in general then. So you're on 7 out of 7. Not bad. Not bad. You know, you'll take it. 7 out of 7.
Take it.
We haven't seen the finish of the rest of the games, but there is a chance that you're actually you're at least a whole point clear.
I am a whole point clear with Yesipenko at the moment.
Right.
And then probably
Maybe one more.
It looked like both Fabi's game and I mean, both Fabi's game and the game Bluebaum Serrano look kind of drawish.
Yeah, but Rauf, has a chance. Had a chance.
Yeah, him as well.
Definitely.
I guess I'll probably play him since the colors work. But I don't know. Anyway, that's tomorrow's worry.
But I do have a question for you, just very quickly, because we're talking about how exhausting this schedule is, and I'm just curious. When was the last time you played a tournament with 2 rounds per day?
I have no idea.
Is it more than 10 years?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, there may have been like an Open I played about. I think we're talking 20 years, honestly, or
Wow.
close to that.
And how have you found the adjustment? I mean, is it truly just exhausting? I mean, at night after the games are done, how are you? Are you just collapsed? Are you just watching TV?
Really tired. Like after dinner, that helps a bit. But it's really made me appreciate morning rounds because the morning rounds are so much easier than the evening rounds because they're the first in the day.
No, it's unbelievable. No, I think everybody has been enjoying this event immensely, and just how different it is, and how I think, the fact that you're able to interact with your fans as well in such an intimate way. I think everybody appreciates you being here massively.
Yeah, it's exhausting but fun.
It's exhausting but fun indeed. Well, I guess with that all said and done, well done, and we'll let you go and rest. 2 more games, and we'll see if you can keep up the good work. I'm sure there'll be one or 2 more moments yet to go.
There will be. That's the thing. Like, there's no way, like, +7, you kind of cruise to victory. So there's going to be moments for sure. Yeah, it looks like Mamedov is winning. So at least two players on 6 out of 7, but that's to be expected.
It is. Okay, we're not going to go for a break. We're going to put a big, the full screen of the event. Thank you so much, Magnus, for coming.